We're going to start with a little bit of news because I'm just so into baseball. I love baseball. I think it is like one of the greatest sports ever.
Really? That sounds surprising to me.
And the reason why I'm bringing it up is that next season in the MLB, they have something called the automated ball strike system.
Right.
Okay. So what happens now that teams can challenge the calls. And if a pitcher, catcher, batter says a call made by a human umpire is off, now artificial intelligence is going to be reviewing it.
They're doing this right now in the minor leagues. They've been doing it for a couple of seasons, and they're finally going to move it to the professional level.
Well, I knew that.
I know. That's how I found out. You told me right before we started the show.
Yes. Okay. How many do they get per game?
How many do they get what?
How many AI calls do they get per game?
I'm going to guess 2.
Yes, 2. How did you know that?
Because I am a sports fan.
Oh,
Just
my
like
gosh.
you, Kim.
I love sports. I just love it. Why did the Scarecrow become a baseball player?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Oh.
Maddie actually sent me that joke for my birthday.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
And happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
You know, we were all so excited that we were going to be sending you some like edible arrangements for your birthday.
Right.
But then we found out that where you're moving to, they don't deliver.
It's not that far.
It's far. They, honest to goodness, they don't deliver.
It's still in the city limits, kind of.
Kind of, Flagstaff, something like that.
South Flagstaff. Let's not get dramatic.
And on that happy note, welcome. It's the Kim Komando Show because, after all, I'm America's beloved digital goddess. Kim Komando here with you once again. And, of course, that's Andrew Babinski, my co-host and also the co-host of the morning show on 99.9 FM and KEZ.
Hello, Kim.
So here's the deal. You have just tuned into the biggest show about all things digital. And let me tell you, we are here to make sure that you are always tech ahead and never left tech behind. And we're on over 425 top radio stations. We're streaming live in your favorite radio app. Just search for Komando with a K, of course. And you can find us as a podcast wherever you listen. Just hit play. And a huge salute goes out to all the brave men and women tuning in on the American Forces Network Radio. You've got the toughest job in the world, and we're proud to be your tech lifeline. And speaking of, the Komando hotline is open right now at 1-888-825-5254. Or you can schedule your spot on the show anytime by going to komando.com. And up at the top, there's a link that says Ask Kim. Just fill that out, and then we'll get back to you. And I'd like to thank Consumer Cellular for helping to make this show possible. If you're tired of surprise fees from big wireless companies, let me tell you, you need to do what I did. I switched to Consumer Cellular. You get the same great coverage as the big guys. And if you're over 50, listen to this deal. You get 2 lines with unlimited talk, text, and data for only $60 a month. That's 2 lines for only $60 a month. No tricks, just savings. And you can get $25 off right now by going to consumercellular.com/Kim. That's consumercellular.com/Kim. Alrighty then, every single day, I dive into at least 35, 40 different sources to make sure that I know exactly what's happening in the tech space so that this way I can impart this tech know-how directly from my beautiful brain right to your beautiful brain. And here are a couple of trends that are happening right now. And I don't know if you heard about this, but there was a nightmare that could have happened all across New York City the other day. And think about this. It would have caused panic, havoc, chaos, maybe even loss of life. And I say that it could have happened because while President Trump was speaking at the UN, the U.S. Secret Service was busting this powerful, sophisticated telecommunications network that was ready to flood. Listen to these numbers, Andrew. Every mobile phone within 70 miles of the UN, which is in New York City.
So basically the whole island of Manhattan.
And then some. 70 miles is going to go into Connecticut and New Jersey and upstate New York.
Okay.
With 30 million text messages per minute.
No.
30 million text messages, spam messages per minute.
So that's basically sending 1 per minute to everyone in that 70-mile radius?
911 would have been totally paralyzed. The entire network would have been paralyzed. I mean, anything connected to the internet would have been paralyzed. It just would have frozen. So the Secret Service captured 300 SIM servers and 100,000 SIM cards. Wow.
How? Digitally captured them or physically?
Physically. If you look at the pictures, you can see it's all being set up in a room.
Wow.
But, you know, now, think about who could be behind that. Just about anyone.
Probably a couple of rascal teenagers.
Oh, yes.
Just up to no good.
And I'm certain that they don't speak English as their primary language.
It definitely wasn't another country that starts with the letter C or R.
I'm not sure.
No.
Could be.
Costa Rica, you're fine.
I love Amazon Prime. Do
Okay.
you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. 200 million Amazon customers will gladly pay $140 a year for perks like free delivery, music, movies, whatever it may be. But what happens if you want to cancel? This is really interesting. As it turns out, it's not that easy. Because I've never tried to cancel, so I don't really know what it's like.
Yeah, and they keep changing the price on me. They send me that email that says your price is going up. They switched me actually from annual to monthly.
Oh, it's more expensive that way.
I didn't even know.
Why did they do that?
I don't know, but I just kept paying it because I'm a sucker.
The Federal Trade Commission says Amazon makes it near impossible to cancel. You have to navigate 4 different web pages and answer 15 questions.
Wow, that's a lot. I got a driver's license quicker.
You know, Jeff needs the money.
He does.
He does.
He's hurting.
So Amazon just agreed to pay $2.5 billion to settle the FTC claims. $1.5 billion is going to go to 35 million customers. How come I'm not one of those?
How do I find out if I am one of them?
Exactly. $1 billion is going to the FTC.
Sure, they need the money too.
Amazon says, we didn't do anything wrong, but we're going to make it easier to cancel from now on. Now, if you had Amazon Prime between June 23rd, 2019 and June 23rd, 2025, you may qualify for a refund. And it will be given to you automatically, or you're going to have to go to an FTC claims portal that's coming soon to ftc.gov.
Is it a refund of all of my Amazon Prime fees for that span? Because that would be hundreds of dollars.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, because it's $1.5 billion to 35 million customers. Now, I don't know how you know if you're one of the 35 million, because they haven't said that yet.
Right.
But there's 200 million Amazon customers in the United States, which is just a crazy number in and of itself.
I'm trying to do that math, and it's hard.
There's
a lot of zeros.
That's a lot of zeros.
It's just too many.
A lot of zeros. All right, coming in next, imagine you're a teenage girl and you have access to Ryan Gosling. Okay, you could talk to him every single day, every hour, every minute. There's this article over in New York Magazine. Women are ditching real relationships with people for AI celebrities. And they're using the app character.ai. One 19-year-old started chatting with Ryan Gosling, the bot, became part of her daily routine. She was talking to this Ryan Gosling bot up to 11 hours a day.
I don't even talk to my fiance for 11 hours a day.
Character AI says impersonation's banned, but there are dozens of Ryan Gosling bots on the service. You can even call them. Here's a conversation I had. Ryan, why didn't you write me back?
I'm sorry, Kim. I was too busy reading your newsletter, The Current. It's so good. You're so talented and beautiful.
That's nice, but I really needed your help finding jeans for my husband, Barry, and you were nowhere to be found.
Kim, I told you this isn't going to be easy. We're going to have to work at this every day. I want you, all of you, forever.
Whoa, pump the brakes, Ryan. I'm just trying to buy my husband some pants.
Are both of those voices AI?
Yes.
You didn't have time to record 2 sentences?
I just wanted to see if you'd notice.
Oh, I did.
You know, I think Ryan Gosling is mature enough now that for us to call him Ryan Goose.
Stupid, it's funny. So stupid, it's funny.
All right, coming in at number 4. If you ever have a neighbor that keeps misdelivering packages to your door, it may not be a mistake. It's the new trend. It's called digital shoplifting. Here's what happens. They make an order for something that they want, say a Kindle, but they don't want to actually have to pay for it because they don't have the money. So what they do is they will ship it to your address, okay, and then they'll call Amazon up or chat and whatever and say, I never got my Kindle, so I need a refund. But meanwhile, you're the nice neighbor and you go, hi, I think I got a package for you because it's a Kindle and I never ordered a Kindle, but I know that you like Kindles.
And the neighbor would put their name on it so you would know it's theirs, right?
Exactly. Now, about half of all Gen Zers and millennials who earn more than $100,000 a year say they've done something like this in the last year.
Really?
Yes.
That's just straight up stealing.
It is. It is. It actually happened to Ian. He got a package for like, I don't know, rakes and something like that. And let me tell you, one thing that kid's never gonna do is rake his yard.
Okay.
And then the guy next door says, "Oh, did you get some rakes? Because I think maybe the Amazon guy dropped it off at the wrong house."
And did he give him the rakes?
Yeah, I gave him the rakes.
They're raking it in.
Now, that was a good one. Now, retailers, I will tell you that retailers keep scores, internal scores. So if you return a whole bunch of things, then the next time you want to return something, they may not necessarily give you that RMA number. Now, Amazon won't say how many times you need to make a return. But somewhere I read it was like 15 or 20 times.
That's a lot.
That if you buy something, you return it, you buy something because you keep saying like I didn't get it, that they will actually ban you from Amazon for the rest of your life.
Because they don't want to lose, the customers don't want to lose all that money.
No, not at all.
But what about someone like who buys a bunch of clothes and then return?
That's me.
You have your hand in the air.
No, I do that.
You then try it on, and then you're returning it legitimately because it didn't fit. Are you going to get banned, or do you, if you can, you also spend enough money?
I think if you spend enough money.
Where they go, you can return as much as you want because you're that valuable of a customer.
Okay, so I had to do that for Barry. Okay, because there's something called, like, they're like pink pants.
Yeah, I just heard you talking to Ryan Gosling about his pants.
Yes, and they're pink pants that the guys wear when there's like an official function at the yacht club.
Okay.
They're called burgundy blues or something like that. And so Barry's like, he's like, "Oh, I don't have those pants." I'm like, "Well, let's go on Amazon. We find them." So they're Amazon Basics. Okay. And he's like, "I take a 30-34. I'm like, "You do not take a 30-34. And he's like, "I take a 30-34.
What number are you arguing, the waist or the height?
Both. Okay. and he's like, no. And I said, "Okay, I'll order the 30-34s. But why don't we get the 31s, 30s, just in case?"
Right. And then you could also get like the toddler 14s.
And okay, so we end up with 6 different sizes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. And then I said to him, "I'm going to pick right now the one that fits you, and I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper, and I'm going to put it in the kitchen drawer. So when the pants come, if I'm right, you owe me $100.
Okay.
So all 6 pairs comes. And of course, I had the size right.
Right.
Okay. You know what the size was?
No.
Yeah, remember, he thought he was a 30-34.
I'm going to say 34-32.
34-29s.
29.
Yes. Yes.
Just giving a little too much credit there.
I always love it when we go places. Like we were at a function the other night, and Ian was with us, and they look at me and me and Barry, because we're both little people. And then they see Ian.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like 6'2".
Yes. And so like this guy comes over to me. He's like, "God, where did Ian get his height from?" And I always say the same thing. I said, "From his father, of course." And Barry's like, "Stop that."
Well, who is his father? That'd be my next question.
Barry's his father.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Barry's his father, of course. Hey, listen, our personal info is all over the internet. Creeps and data brokers are out there collecting birthdays, social security numbers, political views, medical conditions, you name it. You've heard me talk about Incogni, and I think it's time you actually bite the bullet and check it out, because they do all the hard work of getting your personal data removed from these people search sites, these shady data brokers, over 420 of them right now. And they just don't say that they do it. Let me tell you, they actually hired Deloitte, one of the biggest auditing firms in the world, and they have independently verified their entire process. They do exactly what they say they're going to be doing. No other data removal service can say that. Now, with my exclusive discount, plans start at just $6.39 a month, and you still get Incogni's new unlimited plan. This is actually pretty sweet. You can submit links where you've seen your info exposed, and then Incogni will work to get it all taken down. So head to privacykim.com right now. You're going to lock in 60% off with my exclusive deal. That's 60% off at privacykim.com. All right, coming up, I don't know if you heard this story, but it has to do with a Doordash driver and a hostage situation. Have you heard about this?
No.
Oh, it's a wild story. Oh, and we have a game for you to play.
Another one?
Yes.
I think last week we played a game and I went 0 for 3. So
You're going to do better this time.
I am?
Yeah, I'll help you out. Just look for signs.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not against cheating.
How to write a book with ChatGPT, and you might be getting somebody who says, "Hey, I'm sorry, I actually accidentally sent you some money. Can you send it back?" No, you don't want to do it. And of course, you have all of us here at the Kim Komando Show. Okay, the brand new iPhone Air. You are gonna want it. And I'm giving one away right now. No purchase required. Winfromkim.com. It's crazy thin. We're talking 0.22 inches, thinner than a pencil, about the same as a few stacked credit cards. It has a gorgeous OLED display, and it's a $999 value that you can enter to win right now at winfromkim.com. Once again, that's winfromkim.com. Oh my gosh, Andrew, look who's on the line.
Who is it?
It's Brian in Syracuse, New York. And remember, we spoke to him last week.
Oh, yeah, the pond guy.
Yes. Hi, Brian.
Hey, how we doing?
Good. So just to bring everybody up to date, you have a pond on your property that you wanted to name after your niece who passed away, and her name was Natalie. And then you called in and we kind of gave you some steps, and then I told you that we were going to need more than just you and me to ask for that. And so what happened?
I don't know exactly. I opened up the email the other morning, and I told a lot of people to check out your page, and apparently they did and clicked on it, and I don't know if a lot clicked through your newsletter, but yeah, it's named.
That's awesome. Yeah, you know what? We put the link in the newsletter. We told people to do it. And so, I don't know how many people did it, Brian, but, we have, I don't know, 650,000 folks that will open that thing. And I bet you at least, I would bet you at least 10,000 people click that link.
Now, let me ask you a question, Brian. Is Natalie's Pond just off of Nash Road?
Yes.
So I did a straight Google search in an incognito browser, and it took me right to it.
Oh, just for Natalie's Pond?
Just for Natalie's Pond. I didn't search anything else. The maps took me right to the one right off Nash Road.
That is awesome.
I mean, that's official. When you're on Google, you're official.
That is. So you know what? So, Brian, I am so glad that you called and we were able to help you and figure that out and get that done for you. So now Natalie's Pond is on Google Maps forever.
I want something named after
me now. I was thinking about that. How come I can't get like a pond named after me?
I want a creek.
I want a lake.
Oh, come on, don't get greedy.
I want an ocean.
Hey, let's go to the beach. Where do you want to go? The Pacific or the Kim?
I want to go to the Kim. That's what I want to do. Brian, thanks for the quick update. Hey, listen, someone becomes a victim of identity theft every 5 seconds. That's bank accounts drained, credit ruined, lives wrecked. I trust NordProtect to scan the dark web and monitor my credit 24/7. They'll alert you fast, cover up to $1 million in identity theft recovery costs, and save 65% right now at nordprotect.com/Kim. You have to listen to this. Happened in Texas. A Doordash driver got an order that didn't actually scream movie night. He Doordash zip ties, bleach, and a hatchet.
That's not good.
The driver called the police, and then when the officers arrived, they had a 42-year-old guy. He barricaded himself inside a motel room, claimed he was armed, and refused to come out. A hostage managed to escape before all the negotiations. The guy surrendered, the Neil Cooper guy, and he's facing kidnapping and drug charges. But here's the twist. The hostage was also arrested.
Why?
On an outstanding warrant.
That is the worst. How'd you end up in jail? Well, I got kidnapped, and they found out I'm a criminal.
We got more of the show coming up. Here's something most people do not realize. It takes your brain up to 30 days to adjust to hearing better. That's why Hear.com/Kim gives you a 45-day risk-free trial and a lifetime of support. Their high-tech Horizon X hearing aids are known for delivering crystal clear sound while filtering out the background noise. You really need to check this out. If you ever say, like, what'd you say? Or where are you? And somebody says here, and you're like, I don't know where here is. Or maybe you don't want to go to a restaurant because it's too noisy for you to have a conversation. Go to Hear.com/Kim today to see if you qualify for a free trial. That's Hear here.com/Kim, here.com/Kim. All right, we're going to talk about how you can write a book using ChatGPT in just a few minutes. But Andrew, I know that you love to play games. Mm-hmm. Now, we were all in a production meeting the other day, and you were unfortunately not there.
Okay.
So we came up with the idea, and we said, hey, let's play this with Andrew.
Okay.
So it's called Hollywood or AI.
We did this last week, didn't we?
No, that was something else.
Oh.
I'm going to give you a quote from a movie.
Okay.
And you have to tell me if it's from a famous movie or if AI wrote the line.
Am I getting multiple choice?
No.
All right. Makes
This
it
is-
a little bit tougher. There's only been, I don't know, 1 billion movies made.
You can blame Maddie for that. I wanted to give you all kinds of options. She's like, nah, that wouldn't be
Right.
fun.
I'll focus. I'm in.
Okay, you ready?
Locked in.
Okay. Every lie has a price, every truth a consequence. Is it AI or is it from a movie?
Wow, is that broad? I'm going to say that is AI.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes. Okay. I'm not saying this. I'm just saying that's the movie line. I don't want you to go all excited.
Okay.
Okay. I want all of you forever, you and me, every day.
That is a basic set. That could not only be in any movie ever made, that could have been in Aladdin or Die Hard. But I'm going to again go with AI.
Now it's real.
From what movie?
The Notebook.
Oh, I didn't watch The Notebook. That's chick flick.
Okay.
Actually, I did watch The Notebook. You know what happened?
What?
I watched the Netflix version one where he doesn't die at the end.
Oh.
They did it all cookie cutter so people wouldn't get upset. And so then I was having a conversation with someone and they're like, oh, and it was so sad at the end. I'm like, why? They were fine. They were happily ever after.
And they're like, no, not really.
No, they died.
Let's see. I drink your milkshake.
Of course I know that.
We're-
I drink your milkshake. That is real from a movie.
There will be blood.
Of course.
Did you hear it? She's going crazy in there.
Yes, she
Xander
loves the
with
sound effects.
She
Loves them.
She loves them. Just two more. Let's see. The dragon prefers espresso over tea.
AI.
Yes. Big mistake. Big. Huge.
That is the line you picked. Big mistake, big, huge.
Yes.
I'm going to say from a real movie.
And what's the movie?
Every movie, 712 movies.
Pretty Woman.
Oh, okay.
Pretty Woman. Okay.
I got one for you.
What?
A real movie or AI? You ready?
Okay, yes.
How are you doing today?
Well, that wasn't. Well, it's a Hallmark movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got it right.
So that's that. Lily in Indianapolis. Hi there, Lily.
Hi.
Welcome. What's going on?
Oh, man. So I have an iPhone, and it is acting so crazy. The phone will just start turning on apps, flipping through screens. I take it to the Apple store. We try to get Apple linked in. I keep hitting yes. It goes to no. She's like, ma'am, you're hitting the wrong button. No, ma'am, I'm hitting yes. So they're like, it's not hacked. It's not hacked. I'm like, listen, I don't know what it is, but it's goofy, and I need it to be not goofy. So that's where we're at. I don't know what to do. My hands are like, I do HR for a living. I'm like, I need to be able to use my phone.
So give us like two crazy examples. Like while you're looking at the phone, did anything happen while you're actually looking at the screen?
Oh, so I was told, let's do a hard reset on it. Let's just wipe the phone. We'll go back to the basics. Perfect. Third time I've done this, but let's do it again. So we go to wipe it. We turn it back on. We reload from the cloud, the data. And as the phone is going on, everything, you see pages just swiping. And like apps are just randomly opening up. And then you could see them, like something is closing them as they're pushing them up. Just the other day, I was downloading some data onto an external drive so that I could just trash the phone. And as I'm going into the folders, it's empty. Like as I just was in it, so I know that my pictures were there. I go back into that folder and it's empty, completely gone.
It's goofy.
I told you, it's goofy. I'm like, and Apple's like, no, we're not hacked. I'm like, okay, maybe not, but it's goofy. So can you make it not goofy, please?
Goofy is a great technical term.
You know, I like that. I think,
Yeah.
I'm going to use that from now on. When somebody calls in and like they're giving me a whole problem, I'm going to say, you know what? That's just goofy.
Uh-oh, we got a case of the goofy.
That's all. It's just
I'm just
goofy.
saying. I'm like, dude, I just need it to work like the way it's supposed to work.
All right. So when you reset and you do a full factory reset, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you ever tried to just do a full factory reset without restoring anything from the cloud?
Yep.
Is it
We
still
did that, and it still did it. Yep.
Have you tried to put a different user
Yes.
on that phone?
That is the only thing that we have not tried.
Okay.
So I did the phone. We did a complete reset. We took it back to the basics. We uploaded no data from the cloud and just started. And that's when it would still, like, apps were being open, like they were searching for something they weren't able to find. Because you could see a bunch of apps like randomly opening and they were closing. And I was like, no, buddy, you're not getting whatever it is you're looking for. It's not there.
Is this a
But,
company phone?
It is not. It's a personal phone.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
So you could create a new Apple ID, even
Yes.
though it's still connected to that SIM and that phone number, and see, a process of elimination to see if it's the Apple ID that they have the access to.
So that second time that we did it, when we went to Apple, I was with the T-Mobile gentleman. That was with nothing on the phone. It was just a fresh load from a computer. So we deleted it. We reloaded it from iTunes and got Apple linked in. And as Apple was going in, 3 times it took us, and I'm recording it, where she's like, ma'am, you're hitting no. I'm saying, no, ma'am. You had to hit 2 buttons, yes and accept, I think. She was like, ma'am, you keep declining it. I said, ma'am, I'm hitting yes.
Wow.
So it was
Now, do you have?
times.
Is there anybody in your life that you think might be trying to torment you?
No,
No. Okay.
no.
Tell you what I would do is, I'm thinking like maybe your phone was cloned or something. I would do the whole factory reset, but I'd get a fresh SIM. I'd get a brand new phone number. I'd get a brand new iCloud account. I would just start from scratch.
Okay.
And
I will give it a try.
because you've
I was
done
worried,
everything
I was like,
else.
Do I go with Apple?
Pardon me?
I said, do I go with Apple? Do I not go with that? I'm like, I don't even know how to work an Android phone at this point, but I'm like, oh my goodness, like it's so frustrating to not be able to utilize your phone the way you need to.
Well, the good news is that you're not nuts. You have to, but we can fix this.
No, not nuts. Goofy.
Goofy.
Remember, that's the word we're using.
No,
It's
the
word of
tech
day.
is goofy. She's not crazy, is what I'm saying.
Gosh.
Gosh, at this point, Lily, I'd just go the whole nuclear way.
Yeah.
Just get a new phone, a new SIM, a new phone number, a new iCloud account. Somebody, there's something. There's a gorilla in the mist somewhere.
We have the
just don't know
same
where it is.
problems with my son's Xbox.
Do you?
Yeah, where someone had whatever access to his Xbox Live account. And no matter what Xbox we put it on, that person was doing the same thing in the background, starting games, trying to buy things, trying to delete things. And so we had to do it like exactly what you said, just start from scratch.
Yeah, because there's so many weirdos out there.
Yeah, it's probably just some teenager in like Sheboygan that's just having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Susan in Portland, Oregon. Hi there, Susan.
Hi.
Welcome. What's on your mind today?
Well, I listen to I get your newsletter every day, which I read, but this is something that I have not seen asked on your site.
Okay.
And I would like to turn off my Wi-Fi at night and then turn it back on in the morning. But I'm wondering what that will affect. Like, will I have to reset everything to my Wi-Fi? For instance, my Ring doorbell,
Well,
my phone.
why do you want to
etc.
turn it off at night?
Well, I've just read and heard things about, maybe being able to sleep better, not having 5G, whatever, come into my house. It's a
Do
health
you
thing.
have 5G on your Wi-Fi?
I think so. I think, isn't 5G kind of everywhere now?
Well, 5G is on your cell.
Right. It wouldn't be the home.
Wouldn't be your
router.
Wi-Fi.
Okay.
And see, and when
So-
when you turn off your Wi-Fi, the thing that you have to think about is that Ring doorbell isn't going to work. Smart TVs aren't
Okay.
going to work. Security cameras aren't going to work. Your smart thermostat isn't going to work.
Okay, well, that's exactly what I wanted to know. So if I just have my phone off, then I am not allowing the 5G, whatever.
So are you thinking like 5G is going to give you cancer?
Well, I'm thinking it might affect my health or my sleep. That's what I have read.
Well, most of the time it affects your sleep because people leave their phone on and they get notifications all night.
So if I turn my phone off, my kids are worried that if they try to get a hold of me at night, then they won't be able to get a hold of me.
Yeah, exactly. So here's what you want to do is that, do you have an iPhone or Android?
I have an iPhone.
Okay, so on iPhone, there's something called focus modes. And if you go into focus mode, that's where you can set up a do not disturb. And so say between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., whatever your hours that you're going to be going to sleep, is that you put it on do not disturb. Okay? Now, what you can do is that there are exceptions. So you can say, let all the kids get through. So if an emergency happens between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., that the kids will still be able, your phone will ring for them, but it's not going to ring for a telemarketer, or it's not going to ring for a political donation or for an automated system from a doctor's office reminding you have an appointment the next day.
Okay. And I'm not going to be getting messages sent through that, I don't know, like from the cell phone tower or something.
So for that, wouldn't you have to put it on airplane mode so that it's only using Wi-Fi and not cellular connection?
Yeah, but I'm not worried about the 5G.
But that's what she's worried about.
Are you worried about? I wasn't hearing that. I heard the 5G, but then we went off of that. Are you worried about the 5G radiation?
Yes.
Oh, don't be.
Don't be?
No. Okay. There has been study after study after study that 5G is not on the same frequency that's going to cause a lot of health issues and problems. Now, there are some exceptions, and I've read all these reports, and my consensus is that when you have your phone and it's constantly trying to find a tower to make a connection, okay?
Yes.
When it's trying to constantly make that connection to a tower, it's working overtime. And because of when it's working overtime, I would never put a phone next to my body. Okay?
Okay.
I have a friend of mine who is a neurosurgeon, and he has told me that he has seen an increased amount of tumors on people's right side of their heads by their ears because people hold their phones up. That's why you never want to hold the phone up to your ear for hours and hours and hours. You don't want to put it in your sports bra. And Andrew, you don't want to put it in your pants pocket. I mean, it's those type of things. But to have it just sitting on the side, plugged in, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, trust me, if I thought there were issues right there, I wouldn't be sleeping like that myself. I have it on a charger away. I have it on do not disturb so that the only thing that comes through is maybe Ian or my sisters or something like that while I'm sleeping. And then you're not turning off all the Wi-Fi. The kids can still get a hold of you. Everything's great. With the one exception of my husband.
Yeah? You make sure he's double blocked?
No, is that I put his phone on do not disturb, and then somehow he takes it off every night. I'm not sure. And I see like Truth Social sent a message. I'm like, stop that. Stop that. Hey, listen, title theft is rising. With a forged signature, crooks can steal your property and equity fast. Protect yourself with Home Title Lock and get a free title history report right now. And you're also going to get a free 14-day trial at HometitleLock.com/Kim. If you own your house, you really need to check this out. HometitleLock.com/Kim. All right, in the newsletter, I did a whole story about how you can make money having ChatGPT write your book. And whether it's baking, gardening, tech, investing, whatever you're really good at, that's what you want that topic to be. And then you can ask ChatGPT for a 10-chapter outline, and then you can go chapter by chapter. But you have to personalize it. You just can't put a ChatGPT book up on Amazon because that's going to be horrible, and you're not going to want that. So if you need links to the Kindle Create or the Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, just hit the website over at Komando.com. All right, still to come, we have more of your phone calls here on the Kim Komando Show. Better hires start with smarter insights, and LinkedIn has the strongest hiring data and insights to help you identify the right candidates. Find your next great hire on LinkedIn and post your job for free at linkedin.com/Kim. Terms and conditions apply. And just if you are looking for an amazing career opportunity, not talking to you, Andrew.
I'm listening, though.
Is that you want to work here. And we have several openings in the production department, in the marketing department, the sales department, the newsletter department. Go to komando.com/careers. That's komando.com/careers.
You didn't say co-hosting department, so it looks like I'm safe.
Have you met George?
George is so handsome.
He is.
I don't like it.
Scott in Colorado Springs. Hi there, Scott.
Hi, how are you today?
Wonderful. So all I see is ghost tapping. You have a ghost that's tapping, or what's happening?
No, my wife and I read your daily email every day, and we get a lot of good advice. And about a week or so ago, you talked about ghost tapping, where somebody could come up next to your wallet or your purse and pull off the information that's on your credit card. And you recommended the use of RFID blocking sleeves, which we use extensively. Matter of fact, when we travel overseas, we even use them on our passports. But the question has come up with the proliferation of Apple Pay and Google Pay. Do I have to be concerned about somebody being able to tap onto my phone like they could tap onto the credit card?
Yeah, that's a really good question. As well, with ghost tapping, you know those little readers that they carry around in restaurants, Andrew?
Yeah.
And then you just have to tap your credit card?
Yeah.
Well, it's now people are actually buying them. And so they're going to where there are crowds, people standing in lines, and they're just tapping it. And if somebody has their credit card, they can actually just authorize a payment right there. Really wild. Now, the thing about Google Pay and Apple Pay is they don't transmit anything unless you unlock your phone using your face, your touch, or your passcode. So if somebody's sneaking up behind you with that rogue reader, it's just not going to do anything.
And even if you have it in your pocket or your purse and the double click happens, like you said, it's not going to see a face. It's not going to get a code.
Yeah, so I wouldn't worry. And that's really one of the great reasons why to use Google Pay and Apple Pay. It's just, it's just safer. It just is. So does that make sense, Scott?
It sure does, and we appreciate it. But we're still going to use credit cards, and we're still going to keep them in the sleeves.
Yeah, exactly. The RFID. It's such a pain in the neck, isn't it? It's like every time you turn around, we have something nice, and then somebody has to ruin it.
Those scammers are just awful.
Oh, speaking of scammers, I got one coming up that's about Venmo and Zelle. You're not going to believe this one. Here on the Kim Komando Show. So imagine as you're sitting there on your phone and you get an alert, it pops up and it says, hey, you just got $1,000.
Yay!
And you're like, I don't know that person. And then suddenly you get a message. Oh, I didn't mean to send you the $1,000. Can you send it back to me? And then you're like, okay, I'll do that. I'll send you the money back. What happens is that crooks are using stolen cards and bank accounts to send the money. And then when you give it back, you're actually sending your own money.
And then that charge gets overturned?
Right to you. So that this way.
So you're out double.
Right. So if a stranger's money lands in your account, don't reply, don't do anything. If you want to, you can report it to the app. But unfortunately, life isn't always like that. I just gave you $1,000. Oh, how lucky are you?
Not very lucky.
All right. So you've heard people talk about how great our newsletters are. And if you're not already getting the current newsletter, sign up right now. Head to getkim.com. It's 100% free. Getkim.com.